My name's Gordon Dedman and welcome to another episode of Bushcraft Survival. Today we're going to be having a look at how to make your own lightweight 24-hour ration pack using food items bought from your local supermarket. When spending time outdoors, whether it be lightweight hiking or spending time in the bush practicing bushcraft skills, it's important to have the right amount and the right kinds of food to sustain you for your trip. Now, there are so many different lightweight camping options on the market, and there's some really good ones, but they can be quite expensive as well. A lot of people also don't know what to buy when they go to the supermarket, what foods to take, what are going to give them the right amount of calories, looking at dietary needs, as well as correct nutrition. There is a whole gamut of different things you need to look at when considering food. Now, in a survival situation, food is actually the last of importance in the priorities of survival. But that's a different story. We're not going to look at that. We're just going to concentrate on, say, day hiking or just spending time in the bush practicing bushcraft skills. So what we're going to have a look at is a nice simple way of getting supplies from your local supermarket and putting it into and making up like a 24-hour ration pack. And you can have a number of different ration packs for different days depending on the duration of your trip. So the foods we're going to look at I've all bought locally from either Woolworths or Coles or whatever, or IGA, any of your local supermarket has. And so there's going to be some variation in this, and of course you can adapt this to suit your own tastes and needs. So this is just an option and just an idea. Now, the idea for these ration packs comes from my experience in the Australian Army. All military forces around the world use ration packs of some description. In the Australian Army, we have a variety of different ration packs. This one happens to be a regular 24-hour ration pack. There are also 5-man ration packs, lightweight combat ration packs. There's a whole different variety. Now, in a regular 24-hour ration packs, there's about 6 or 7 different menu options. This is an Echo or an E menu option, of which it goes up to a Golf. And this consists of 3 main meals: breakfast, lunch and dinner. There's a variety of sundry items. There's snacks and lollies, of which there's an awful lot. There's actually an awful lot of sugar in here, way too much for my life, and we all know the dangers of sugar, too much sugar in the diet. And let's face it, sugar is in everything you buy. It's hard to get rid of it. But the reason for that is in the Army, our activities are very high intensity, so a lot of that's to give us a high calorific input every day, and that's the reason for that, because we generally look at about 2,600 calories for a grown man a day that we need to have. High energy activities, we need even more than that. So that's why this is so densely packed with that stuff. However, long time it's not very good for you because of the amount of sugar in there. In the US, they use they have MREs, which is meals ready to eat. This happens to be a single meal ration pack, of which there are a variety of kinds, but they also have 24-hour ration packs as well. There's even more sugar in these than the Australian ones. So taking this military concept, I've designed my own 24-hour ration pack using food items that I've collected from the local supermarket. Using the food items I'd like to put in, of course trying to stick to the 3 meals a day and your proteins, fats and carbohydrates and trying to address our regular dietary needs. But I've actually tried to construct this using healthier foods, much healthier food options than what come in the military packs. And this has snacks as well, but they're foods that I would like to eat, and sustainable foods. And there is quite a lot of food in the supermarket you can grab that is lightweight, that is healthy, and will actually last quite a while. Now, they all fit in to a Ziploc bag like this. Now, this actually lasts me for a day and a half easy. You can always get 2 days out of this, depending on what you're doing. But you can also supplement this with forage foods out in the bush. But that's another topic. As well as that, I have my Brew Kit. Now, my Brew Kit in the Army packs you've got your tea and coffee and things like that, but I like to keep a separate brew kit. And this all fits inside. I put all my meals in here. I can have 4 or 5 of those fit very easily into this side pocket, which then fits into my PLC side pocket here. It actually works really, really well. Very, very easy, and it actually doesn't weigh that much. So if you're quite selective with what you get from the supermarket, and you can actually have a lightweight 24-hour ration pack that is healthy to eat and will last quite a while. So let's have a look what's inside it. So here's the contents of this ration pack. So over here we've got our breakfast, and the breakfast is just some Carmen's porridge sachets. You could have whatever you want, but it's just nice and lightweight, and they taste really good. This one happens to be a sugar-free version. Try to limit that amount of sugar, and a muesli bar as well. They're actually quite filling as well, and they taste great. And there's a variety of different flavours you can get. For lunch, I have some Ryvita mixed grain biscuits, to which I add some. I've got like one of those single salami sticks. I remember we used to get those when we were going to school as a kid. And you can get some from Crafts. Make these sort of long, these long-lasting cheeses, processed cheeses. Now it's probably the most processed item in here, and I generally try to stay clear of processed food items generally. But in this instance, it's hard to get something to last long, and I've just last as long. And I've taken some cheese, taken one of the bricks out of there, and I've just wrapped it in aluminium foil to let this last. And this will last for a couple of weeks easily. To that, I've also got a packet of soups. See, these lightweight soups, and some nice healthy soups, and it takes up no room at all. So I've got a bit of a mix I can have there. And in fact, any of these meals we can mix and chop and change as we wish. For dinner, these are microwave cooked rice packets are absolutely great. This is a brown rice and buckwheat, so there's lots of really good healthy varieties. I try to go for brown rice and brown, and try to stay away from the refined white sugars and white rice and those things, because they're far worse for you. Try to eat food in its natural whole state as much as possible. But these are really good. They taste nice, and they're very easy to prepare. To that, I will add some tuna, and get these sachets. I actually have them in the Aussie Army ones as well. The sachets of tuna that you can put in with that, and just simply stir it through, and it works really, really well. I could also add that tuna to the soup. So they've got there's some variety in there. These are just little packets. That's some couscous, which will expand as you add water. Very, very healthy, and there's actually quite a bit there. And over here we have some potato and onion powder. Once again, that expands to be quite a meal. I can mix that with the soup. I can actually mix the couscous with a variety of different things here. So we've got some different numbers of combinations we can use how we like here. The snacks I have, we've just got some sunbeam nuts, like a trail mix with nuts and sultanas, and that tastes really great, and that's very, very small. There's some sesame seed snaps. Now they are very calorie dense. These they taste great, and got lots of calories and quite a bit of sugar in them. But as far as such a small item, they're very, very dense. And here's a great one. These are the Walker's oat cakes. Now these are very, very filling. I could have these with my lunch as well, and sometimes I do that as a snack. Sometimes actually substitute those for that. And they come individually wrapped in the packet that they come in a box. There's several packets like this. They last a long time. They're individually wrapped, and they're very, very filling. Lots of long release carbohydrates. So I find they're really, really great as a snack. That's the Walker's oat cakes. So there's quite a bit of variety there. Now to that, you've got some options. That's just one option. Now you may decide that there's a couple of other options you can have. You might prefer to have some of the pasta sauce options where just you have a pasta with a sauce in it as well, of which there are a few different kinds. You could have something like that. You can also get these whole grains and tuna mixed together where it already comes pre-packaged, and that's great too. And generally I have those in my other pack. So I've got one pack with this, the next day I might have this type of arrangement. So every day I've got something different, say a pasta and that type of meal. I could actually have another meal and that would fit in that pack very, very easily. They're nothing. Very, very healthy. This is a tuna with brown and red rice, lime, lemongrass and chickpeas. Beautiful. Now to that I will add some dehydrated peas. They used to make dehydrated carrots and things like that. You can't see those anymore. Of course, if you've got a dehydrator you can make your own. But from the supermarket, they make these great dehydrated peas. So I actually have a little sachet of those, some dehydrated peas, to add to whatever meal I'm cooking. But I generally keep a packet of those anyway, and that can last me for the entire week. So that's just another option. So it's up to you, but these are just some different options you can have to put in your ration pack, and you've got a lot of flexibility there. Now, the other thing is that you need with some of this is I always take a container of powdered milk with me, and that's for my breakfast, and I can use that for the week for my tea and coffee as well. So that'll last me a week, just a little bout of powdered milk, and so I don't need to have anything that's refrigerated. So all of that stuff will easily fit, as we saw, inside this meal pack. So let's have a look at the brew kit. And I like a cup of tea when I'm out in the bush, so this is a very important item. So in my brew kit, I've got some tea bags, in this case Yorkshire tea. I love my Yorkshire tea. I've got a small container of powdered milk. I've got my master one which I keep in the bag here, but I just like to have a little mini one, so if I only just have to get my brew kit out of my bag, I can have a little mini, and I'll top it up each day, just so I don't have to go right into the bottom and get everything else out. So some powdered milk. Now, I don't always have or use this. I've got some honey in one of them, and I've got some golden syrup. So if I make a damper, I just like a little splash of golden syrup if I make a damper, but I don't always use that. And maybe once a day I'll have some honey in some tea, and these little tubes are brilliant for that. I have a couple of little scourers for an army ration pack, which are great for cleaning my pots and pans. I've got a little thing of sea salt there, a little box of matches, once again from a ration pack. I have a spoon. So this little tub is a tub of sodium bicarbonate, and I can use that for a variety of things, from cleaning. You can use it in bread making even. It has a variety of uses. And I've got a little tube of electrolytes and sort of some energy tablets, and particularly say with dehydration, if you're low on salts, these are really good. So I always keep that in my kit as well. And that's all in my brew kit, and doesn't weigh very much, but and that's always there if I need it. I didn't mention coffee, but I also have some little sticks of coffee I put in there as well. It just depends on what I feel like. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but occasionally I have just one or two of those in there as well. So all of that fits beautifully inside this little packet. That's 24 hours, probably a day and a half in there. And usually that fits 4 of those nicely in there. Just to move some around in here. And I have different meals in each one of those for variety. And that fits nicely there. I keep that separately. So in my side packet, this is an old pouch from the old style H harness webbing. I think I was originally issued years and years ago when I first joined the army. And that's great, and that's perfect. And it actually fits beautifully inside these PLC side pockets. Another option you can have is some other, in these little metal tins. I've got these from the Pathfinder school. It's a camp kitchen. They're great for storing things in. And what do I have here? The little tin. I've got a little extra tin of powdered milk if I needed to have that. Obviously with a big bottle like that I wouldn't need to have that. There's some powdered milk in there. I've got an extra thing of brown rice that I can cook up and to supplement with those meals if I like, just like an extra. That's regular brown rice. I have some coconut flour that I can add to my bread to sort of make it like a coconut bread. I have some wholemeal flour and a damper mix, like almost like a bannock or a damper mix. I could, could have one of each actually. In fact, no, that's wholemeal flour just on its own. And this is my damper mix, where I've pre-mixed it so I can make a small damper if I like. And these combinations work really, really well, and they fit inside this pouch. So if I want to make my own meal, say for something that I've found in the bush, or I've foraged myself, I can make a meal where I don't have to literally have something out of that ration pack. I've got the flexibility now of making a variety of other things with sort of these base line sundry items, and they all fit nice and neatly inside this little pouch. And I don't always take that. Maybe sometimes I just take a couple of things of flour and that's it, but they still all fit. Well, there's a quick look at how to make your own lightweight 24-hour ration packs using food items bought from your own local supermarket. If you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button, share it and tell others about it, because there might be other people that are interested in this stuff as well. If you'd like to do one of our courses, go to our website at www.bushcraftsurvivalaustralia.com.au. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, so be sure to check those out as well. My name's Gordon Dedman, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for watching.